but we can talk about how sometimes companies listen to customers. Chrono Trigger on the PC is getting a patch.
It's getting a pat?
A patch.
Oh.
A soul patch. A soul pat.
I had a beard around this time last year. I was starting to grow it again. The last 2 years I've had a beard. Anyway. Should I do it again?
Yes.
Why?
Yes, but it's just that was an interesting train that we got on. So
all right. Chrono Trigger PC will get patched to add the original graphics. Something we said was a no-brainer that they should do.
Yeah, I don't know at this point. I don't know who actually likes the quote-unquote high-res graphics that they use. That they also used
nice
in
graphics.
that they used in Final Fantasy, the Final Fantasy 5 and 6 ports as well to the PC. So they actually listened for once. It took them 3 games with these horrible filters and graphic style to finally admit that, okay, maybe we should just do what the fans might like for once.
Sure.
But they are doing it. They said, we have been working on addressing the issues that you've raised, and we'll be releasing a number of patches over the coming months as we continue to support Chrono Trigger on Steam. A number of patches.
Oh.
We're aiming to release the first of these patches in the first half of April, and the biggest change is that it will include an option to switch between the current high-resolution graphics and the original graphical style of Chrono Trigger.
High-resolution 16-bit graphics.
Yeah. I like how they had to throw that in there, like, just so you remember
Makes it all
high-res.
Makes it nice and smudgy.
Yeah. Looks like someone sat on a crayon. So
as I say, I have never played an emulator or really knew anyone that went into all those options and said, oh, I want to change it to the smoothed out version. Doesn't that defeat the fucking purpose of playing a retro game at that point?
Yeah.
Let's take an oldie time record and let's like redo the EQ and put it in surround sound.
Well, I mean,
it's not as bad.
Maybe not the right example.
No, that's the right example because you're making it something it wasn't for the time. It's the same reason why people are horrified by colorized black and white movies because it was shot.
Well, that's an appropriate analogy.
It was shot with a certain aesthetic, with lighting and everything, and colorizing it bastardizes it. It doesn't look like the proper colors anyway. It's some weird fucking. It almost seems like that's how the world looked back then. No, it didn't look like the world like that.
No,
back then it just doesn't work out, and it's not what people want.
No, absolutely not. Yeah,
colorized movies. I think my surround sound metaphor works.
Okay, but
you want to listen to an Elvis record in surround sound?
No, I'm not. It's not the surround sound. It's that remastering a record is in no way, shape, or form similar to recoloring a movie.
You have to put it in surround sound.
Well, no, I'm not talking about surround sound.
I'm very specific, so I want to pretend I know what I'm talking about.
I want to know what other patches they need, though. Like at this, so this is the funny thing to me. This is my question. So if they return everything to the original form, then and it looks the same way and it plays the same way and it's Chrono Trigger again, then are they charging $18 for a ROM or $25 for a ROM?
No, because they had to convert it, but then they're putting a retro paint job on it.
So
is that or
I don't know. It makes me feel weird. I don't know what's going on.
You think the original was just a built-in emulator, and then they said we'll just change the graphics on it?
No, not necessarily. I mean, they changed the menus and whatnot, but you know, I guess this is my question.
You're just saying from a philosophical standpoint, just give us the fucking ROM.
Yeah. I mean, they can charge. Yeah. I guess they can charge what they want, but at the end of the day, if what people just want is a clean, legitimate copy of something to play that's licensed by them, why not just give them?
Well, maybe they want more than a few save slots, or
sure,
you know,
okay. I mean, right? That's fair.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe they want some fucking picture art gallery or whatever, or I don't know.
Okay, if it's got all that stuff, that
I haven't
makes
played.
sense. I don't know.
I haven't played Chrono Trigger since college, so I don't even know what's in the original game in terms of options. All I know is what the standard's usually 3 save
There's
slots.
lots of endings, and there's probably an ending theater and stuff like that. So
Okay,
I'm
so
sure there's
something like
lots
that
of
seemed
things.
cool.
Now
So
that I'm thinking further.
All right, we're doing the work for them. Is there an ending theater? You unlock one of the
Probably.
fucking 25 endings, which turn me off from the game, and then you go back in and you play it again? I don't know.
But I mean, I'm glad they're doing what the fans would like to see here. So
It's all right.
hey, someone's listening. I'm not gonna rag. I'm not gonna rag on them for doing what the fans want. That's totally great.
They don't want to do Tomb Raider. They did this, right? It's like, why not? Who cares?